I want to give y'all a look at this piece that when it's not under the bright lights that wash out all the color, so that you can get a better perspective of how this is going to look in reality with the black background and all these vibrant colors on there. So this will give you a better chance to judge my perspective and my placement, my color choices. And I will be giving you this view from time to time so that you can do that. And I suggest that you take your piece out from underneath the lights from time to time and set it up, prop it up, and step back from it and look at it and study your perspective and your color and where your light is and how you're doing in placing your light and shadows and things like that. It just helps you to stay on the track through a piece that's, especially if you're working fairly large like I am, you can lose that up close. So it's really good to step back from your piece from time to time. Okay, let's go on. Okay, I found the missing iron. It was right under my nose. I just didn't see it. But I wanted to work some more of this placing here so you can see what I'm doing. I am going to iron some of these things in place so that they don't move around on me and stay where I want them. I'm pretty happy with where those are at and how they're working out. Let's see where my tweezers are. There they are. So you might tuck that under there. Okay. These are just simulate bigger leaf or branches, however they work out when they get in there, how they look. Let me get my other, let's see, other leaf fabric, if I find it. Yeah, let's see if I can get some leaves out of this fabric here. We still have a few here that we can play with. This one has a little pink flower. We'll keep him on there. It's just a small leaf, but I need some smaller leaves to place around as I go around because I've got plenty, I believe, of the bigger stuff. But a smaller leaf here and there makes sense. For instance, here, where this is catching light, on this side. It makes a little bit more sense to have a stem when you've got a leaf connected to it, so we're going to leave that one there. And we have this big brown one here. Let's see what we can get out of this. Might be able to get 3 smaller leaves out of this one. Remember that if you don't have exactly what you want, look inside your floral fabrics and you might find exactly what it is that you want. Okay, I'm going to snip that one as being a small one. And then we'll shape this one around a little bit more. And just 3 smaller leaves here that I might position over here. to give this one some semblance that makes more sense for it. Okay. Okay, what do I want to do with this one? I believe we're going to let it go right there, and we're going to put a small flower out here. So we need a flower. Let's try to find a flower that we can work with. Okay, let's see. I know I got some more flowers around here. How about that pink one right there? Let's see if we can get that one out of here. We will. I think this pink color will look good down in here because we're still playing close to that pink and teal area up there. So let's just do it like that. I think that looks good. Okay. Now, iron is hot. Let's get some of this stuck so it doesn't move on us. Okay. Be careful if you've got little pieces like I do laying around here that you don't get them under your iron while you're doing these others. Okay. Okay, that's down. That's down enough. Okay, this one I want to angle it. Okay. I'm going to stick it right there. Get this one down. I'm going to get this leaf down, and that will stick that stem too. All right, do I have anything else? No, everything else is okay. All right, so we will get back to some of our little pieces here that we're playing with. Now I wanted to bring in, where is that at? Okay. A little bit of these colors. Wanted to try a little bit of that coming down into this area here. So let's just, I cut off a little piece, remember, and then I cut some really pretty small pieces when I'm starting, and I cut me some triangles and then some squares, rectangles, different sizes. Okay. Make some longer triangles. Make some little slivers. Okay, we got a little bit more here to work with. Let's pull this out of the way and work in here. All right, what we want to do here, we have quite a, that looks pretty good in there. Let's see, what kind of shape do we need in there? That looks pretty good for light. Let's try this. Pink one's a little big. Sometimes you need some very tiny ones. and I do mean tiny. Okay, sometimes you don't have it, you just need to cut it. I'm going to use a little bit of this. I cut me some little teeny ones. All I'm trying to do is get a little piece in here that will fill that little space with enough color that it doesn't look like a gap. Okay, and I believe that does it. Okay, let's get that on there. When you're doing your little pieces and you're pretty happy with them, make sure you heat set them. Otherwise, you'll lose stuff everywhere. It'll go everywhere on you. Okay, let's see. What do I need in here? I have this blue piece, but it's too big. I have this brown piece, but it's too dull. I have this blue piece here, but it's... Yeah, okay, I'm going to have to cut again. I'm going to have to cut one because I just don't see one that I like for that area. So let me just see if I can cut this one in half, if it'll fill it up enough. Whoops, lost it. Okay, it's pretty good, but it's a little long. Goes better the other way. Let me trim off this edge. A lot of times, most of the time, I can find something that fits. Every once in a while, I have to do trimming. That'll work. And remember, nothing's finished until everything is done, and then you determine whether it's finished or not. And you can always come back and tweak anything you want. I put that pink on there earlier and I was happy with it, but now I'm thinking it's too bright, so I'm going to just put another layer on top and knock that down a little bit. Okay, I need to go up here and see if I can finish this corner. Get some of the fuzz off there. Okay, what do we need up here? Let's see, we need something with... that looks pretty good. I like that. Okay, let's see. That sits pretty good in there. Let's see here. We probably could use... I don't know if I want to put that. It's a little strong. I like that there. We'll play with that one there. Let's see, can we get... do we have one that's more flatted? Yeah. Okay, let's set them. I'm telling you, this is really like putting a puzzle together. It's addicting, actually. You get started and you don't want to quit. Let's save that one. up here and see if we can get a bigger one. Yeah, I like that one. And that one. And let's set those before they move around. And then we can work around them. Okay. Let's see. It's a little bit too big. Let's see, turn it around. Still too big. Let's see. Purple one will do. Okay. That will do in there. Let's get this. How will that one look? I put him right there. This one right here. Those two will be fine. Set this purple one. Now, let's see what we got here. We got this light orange. You know what? I think he's going to work right there. Okay. Now we need another definite. That, and we might need some more of that white. Let's see, come over here and get some of that. This little white, little one, we had cutting stuff off of it. Had a little potential color on it. We're going to use a little bigger piece right there to make a bold statement. And then, let's see. We'll set that one in there. And let's see how this one plays. Yes. Okay, let's set those. Remember to bring your iron straight down, not at an angle, and knock your piece off and the heat glue it in the wrong position. So bring your iron down carefully. Now you notice these secondary flowers that we're putting in. They're there, but they're not fighting with the big main focus flowers. But they do make sense when you're looking at a flower arrangement or a garden scene, that you have these little other flower things sticking around. And let's see, that's almost right. Let's try this one. Oh, that is right. We're going to call that done. Just a little bit over the line, but when I come back with my whatever I'm going to do my border in, I can always cover that or snip it off. Okay, so we're going to say that basically this is done. Now I may come in with a sliver like this little one right here. This little purple. That one's maybe too small. Let's get another one. Let's come in with the red, it show up better. And fill in that little gap. Slivers are wonderful. They are your friends. We can take another one, a little sliver, Put him right in there. Anywhere that you got, to your mind, too much black, then you add a sliver in there, okay? Now, what do you think? There's one corner that's complete up to this point, okay? Complete up to this point. Now, you can add enhancements at this stage. You can wait till you're totally finished and see how things are going. I think I'm going to do a little bit of ink tints work just to show you what might be done, and grab my pencils. And let me bring my board down so you can totally see everything up there in that corner. Here, I've been working off camera this whole time. I'm so sorry. Okay, there's our corner. And I'll try to make sure I don't do that anymore. So I think I will take, I have a blue here, sea blue. Let's see what color sea blue is. And it just enhances this blue on this flower edges a little bit so that it does not just totally fade away. Okay, just enhance it a little bit like that. Maybe do the same thing with creases in here. And then this leaf, we can emphasize the greens in this leaf. Pull those out more. Remember, when you hit ink tints with heat, it sets that color. So it's not going anywhere. If you're using ink tints on things that you're gonna make, that you're gonna wash, well, heat will set that ink pretty good. I've done that, and it holds pretty good. Okay. Now, what do I want to do? I don't want to do too much because, you know, I really like it the way it is. I might strengthen a little bit of the greens in here. Just a little bit, and maybe through here. Just to give some color, you know, make sure that the colors are playing well together. I'm going to take the greens and eliminate a little bit of this gray look in this flower. I'd rather have the greens than the gray. So if there's something in your fabric you don't like, and you have access to these pencils, they're a good option. Okay, I just like to heat set that just so it's permanent. Also, should this get wet for some reason, these are watercolor pencils, and I don't want them running all over the place, so I'll take care of that. So for right now, I'm going to say, okay, I'm happy with that. All right. Now, if you want to strengthen an area that's white, I don't have white pencils, but I can take some white and make little sliver cuts out of it and use those like highlights. Let's say we want to I don't want that one. Make sure you get the right side. I could put that there, but I'm not thinking I need that. I'm thinking that's okay the way it is. But you can use your whites to highlight things, so don't forget that you can do that. I could come out here and highlight the edge of something if I wanted to. I can come in here and strengthen a white along the edge of, let's say, this rose. Strengthen a highlight right there. As long as my piece is whiter than the piece on there, it's going to act like a highlight. And when you come over and put it in a place where it really does show up, let's say like something like that, you can say where that would do that same thing. You can lay it in here, you can lay it up there, in there. Anywhere you wanted to pop a highlight, you can use your white to do that, okay? All right, let's see. A lot of times I don't use whites, I use other colors. For instance, this yellow, if I wanted to pop a highlight, I'd probably do it with more of a yellow like that than I would the white, actually. You know, as long as it's brighter, and it will do that. But a lot of times I don't know what I want to do with those kind of things until I get further along and basically finished. Then I usually will set it up for a few days and then come back, and then things jump out at me that this is dull, this needs more color, you know, things like that start happening. And so, okay, we are down to this area here. And let's see what colors I have. Most of my colors are pretty large. I'm going to put that right in there. Great place for that. And I need to cut some more pieces because I'm out of the long triangle pieces. I need some curved pieces. I haven't cut any curved pieces, so let me do some cutting here. Let me cut me some curved pieces, maybe even a couple of little petal shapes will work. Little circles will work. And then all these edges, they make great little pieces, so cut them up over here. They have points and curves and all kinds of weird shapes, and you'll be using them. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. We can add this one. Right in there like that. Doesn't that look good? Yes. Okay. This piece here is bothering me a little bit. Yeah, I just think it needs to be broke up a little bit with something. I have this little bit of greens here, these yellow greens. Let's see if something like that will work. Anytime you have a piece that bothers you, you can layer up. Don't forget that you can layer up. You can build several layers, so don't worry about that. Get over here. Okay, let's see. That's really too big. Let's see, how does that one's too big. Well, that one fit in there. No, they're just too long now. A while ago they were too short. Now they're too long. Okay. Well, we'll work over here. We're still wanting to bring in light. Remember, we want to bring our light in so we can handle all of these really light pieces. I like that. Let's take this little pink piece here. Put him right in there. I like that. Okay, we've got kind of a long curved edge here. That would go really good right there. Except that's the glue side up. We don't want that. You'll do that several times. I do in a project. Get the glue side up. It's hard to see sometimes, and you just have to scrape it off your iron. Okay. Now I think we need to get back to our pastel pieces. Let's see if I can cut some little squares. To do that, you need some little long pieces, and then cut you some little squares to go in some of these littler places. Okay, then some little triangles. Maybe some rectangles. Let's try some of that. Okay, let's do we want to catch more light. We're getting light, but we're not getting as much as we need to get. Okay, we also need to get some light up in there. Let's see, I still don't have a piece for that. Up in this area, I think it's a little bit too long. I still need a nice, let's get that little, where that other, there it is. Okay, we need, let's see if either of these pieces will work. Yep, perfect. Perfecto. Okay, let's try, we need, let's see what's over here. They're pretty small. Let's see what that is. That's pretty good right there. Fills that in. Fills that in. All right. I have this floral here, but that floral is really bothering me. It's yeah, because of the black that's in it, sometimes it can look like it has too much black. Again, if you something you don't like, layer over it. It's very easy to come back and just layer over something you don't like. Okay, break it up, and then what's left will be okay. This very intuitive, very working in the moment. Whatever is right at the moment is what you're doing. So, okay, let's go back down into here. Get some more of our pastels. Let's get okay, I think I need a little bit bigger pastel. What do we do with that? Let's get some of my yellows over here, blues and reds and pinks. This is the one I'm working with that has all the different colors in it. Again, make sure that you have cut all the extra fabric off and that you have glue all the way to the edge of your fabric. Okay, I'm going to come down, I think, the colorful side. And this time, I'm going to leave it in chunkier pieces. Let's see if we can work with any of those. And again, this is like putting a puzzle together. You know how you got all your puzzle pieces out, and you like to leave them out so you can see what's going on. And that's how I like to do it. I like to have my pieces all around where I'm working. Okay, let's get something a little shockingly different in here. Where do we begin? Da 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 da. Okay, I'm liking that because we've captured the light stronger with our colors. Let's see, I think if I turn that around, it's going to be a perfect fit, absolutely. I just need to trim up. Ouch. Because I don't, you do want the black around each of them to show. So you do have to trim sometimes. Perfect, perfect. Okay. See, I think I tried to do that a while ago. It didn't work. Have to fussy cut a piece for that. what I want to do here. What do I want to do here? And you'll find that you'll turn these things every which way but loose. Let's do that. And then let's come over here and get this piece. I think I want a different color piece. Let's try this blue. Not long enough. Okay, I'm back to where I probably need to cut again. Let's just wait on him a little bit. I need something with a point on it, a pointy point on this. Let's see if I can do it with that. Okay, that worked well. That will be good for now. And then, let's see what I have here. We can extend that lighter shade out there. That looks good. Let's do that. As you put them down, they create new shapes that you will need. And but as you can see, you just cut a few and use them up. Then when you run out of things that work, cut a few more and just keep working at it. Nothing difficult about it. It's just keep working at it. Let's put that little round one right there. Hey, that looks pretty good. And what can we put up there next to that? Slightly curved. That works. All right, now I need another slightly curved. I don't think I have a slightly curved. Maybe this blue has a slight curve on it. Yes. Okay. Now we need something that's that wide. And guess what? I do not have that cut for sure. So let's set those. I just did what I told you not to do. Don't knock your piece out of place. Thankfully, I didn't glue it. Okay, I'm going to hold that at this point. I think that you're getting a feel of what I'm doing here, and enough where you can be certainly working on your own. And let me pull my board up a little bit, and you can see I've got a mess going on through here, but you can see the light is coming down. It's coming down all around these flower and leaf elements. And isn't it gorgeous when you fill it in like that? And all those focal points that you put in just start blending in with your little mosaic pieces that you're putting in there. And the color play is so rich and vibrant. It's just gorgeous. I love it. I love it. Okay. All right. We're going to call this video done. And I'll do a little bit more off camera, then come back and do some more with you. And we'll take you step by step through this entire project, okay? Until next time, definitely stay scrap happy.